Hey guys, I'm gonna be listening to another creepypasta for you guys, and it's gonna be If You Lost a Loved One, which I've already listened to. It's not scary, it's just weird. And then if you guys want, we can also listen to What Happens After. Also, they're both by LupusCreepus, which I am in love with. His creepypastas are amazing. And so we're gonna go with the shorter one, which is If You Lost a Loved One. So let's listen to it. And if you guys want to see the picture.
There is a way that you can bring back a loved one after death. I wouldn't recommend it though. Death is final and cheating it always leads to bad results. But you'll want to know anyway. Well, here you go. Go to the cemetery your loved one is buried in. This only works for those who've been buried though. There's probably another method for cremation or something, but I don't know it. Make sure you take the one material object that is most important to you with you. The emotion from this object, this sacrifice, will provide your power. Take it to the plot of your loved one and bury it over their grave. You don't have to go very far, so don't worry about running to the slab or anything. Before you cover up the hole with your object, don't forget to add a few drops of your blood to it. This imbues the ritual with your own life essence, and draws them in. Then comes the final steps. Take a small handful of dirt from where you buried your object, and swallow it. Disgusting, but necessary. That creates the link between you and where you need to go. After that, get yourself as comfy as you can, and fall asleep upon that grave. If everything was done correctly, and you get a bit lucky, you'll awake to find yourself standing at the gate of the graveyard. It will be dim, foggy, and you'll notice a lack of color in this drab place. You'll also see that there seem to be people wandering around the gravestones. Exactly how many and what they'll look like will depend on the cemetery you went to, but I've never heard of a location having at least a few dozen wandering around. Whatever you do, stay away from them. These are the shades of those left behind from failed rituals or weak spirits drawn from the surrounding areas to the power of your blood and the object. Even if you recognize some of them, do not go near them. They're little more than instinct now and desire one thing above all else: life. They want another chance to live and crave nothing more. Even if the shade's mind is so far gone it doesn't even recall why. And if one catches you, it will try to steal that life away from you. They may notice you, they may not. If they do, evade them. It shouldn't be too hard as their reflexes and control are not nearly as sharp as they used to be. Avoid them and look for your loved one. The person may be at their grave or wandering the walkway. You may even find them hiding, terrified of the scene before them. When you finally see your loved one, stop. Don't go near them yet. Call out the person's name and wait. If the response seems genuine, everything is going as planned. If the response is delayed, quiet, distant, or not even present, then hold on. Ask, from a distance, what was the one thing the person hated in life? As these shades progress and their minds dwindle to nothing, one of the first things to go are the memories of the things that they hated in life. Any bad memory that makes life seem terrible would slip away to be replaced by that deep desire to return to the living. If your loved one's answer seems legitimate, take their hand and pray you weren't wrong. If you are, you may find yourself as a replacement shade wandering this foggy graveyard. Be aware their hand will be cold, freezing, like grasping solid ice, but never let go. Even if your hand starts going numb and your fingers turn black, do not let go. After feeling that rush of life touching their hand and immediately losing it moments later, your loved one may not be able to resist the urge to take it all from you. Take your loved one back to the gate, avoiding all other shades as you can. More may notice you now as your living body is connected to their realm via your lost loved one. Be quick, be decisive, and do not let go of your loved one's hand. Should you make it and step through the gate to the cemetery, you'll find yourself back in the living world. However, this time your loved one will have rejoined you at your side, still clutching your hand. To the rest of the world, it would just seem like your loved one went on a long trip somewhere and recently came back. Nobody will be able to recall where it was they went or what they did there. Nobody except you and your loved one. But they will be happy to see the person's return. After this, I suggest that you never stay in one place too long. Keep moving, keep roaming. The more random, the better. The moment you start to see the sickly, pale look come across your loved one's face, or the bit of decay that might start forming on your skin, move. Death hates to be cheated, and if he catches up with you and your loved one, he'll make sure that you both feel every bit of the rotting sickness that will build up in your bodies until your loved one once again falls to the grasp of death and returns to the cemetery. This time, however, they won't be alone. You will be joining. Maybe you'll get lucky though. Maybe someone might make this journey for you. They'll take your hand and drag it back to the world of the living. Only for it all to start once again.
Okay, so that was If You Lost a Loved One by LupusCreepus, creepypasta story. And that is his original story, so I don't own any of these things. I don't own Mr. Widemouth either. I don't own that Mr. Widemouth. That was Perfect Circle 35. That was not my story. That was his, and I don't want people to think that's my story because it's not. So, yeah, it's not my story. But, yeah, that was his. And there's another one that's like 2 minutes, which I have not heard. So if you guys want me to like show you my real reactions for my first ever, like not first ever, but like my first hearing of this other creepypasta, I will do it right now. Yeah. It's called Dead Asleep by KeroZero, and it's a creepypasta, which LupusCreepus is voicing.
For the last few nights, it started happening more and more. They used to happen every now and then, but suddenly it's every night. Every time I lay down in my room, it comes to me. Every dream I have is of me dying. They aren't just watching myself die. I feel everything that happens. At the same time, though, it's as if my brain still functions afterwards, but I can only see what happens next. No sound, no pain, just the side of whatever was in front of me. Even worse, the feeling stays once I come to. Last night was the worst dream yet. I was walking through town on my way home. Everything was normal until I went inside my house. The second I walked in, I found a man with a gun, and he shot at me. That's when it happened again. I hit the ground and I couldn't feel a thing. It happened so fast. All I could see was his blank face and the blood pooling around my head. Everything else was gone. I laid there in my dream for some time, unable to wake up. Once I did, I saw the worst part, something I never saw before. I woke up facing my door, and there it was, the shadow of a man. My room went pitch black, but somehow he was darker. All I could do was stare at him as I lay there, unable to move. And then he disappeared. My senses came back, but this feeling of dread has stayed with me since. If he's been causing these dreams, then what's going to happen now that I know about it? He's always been there in my dreams, but I never noticed until I saw him. Does anyone know how to make him go away? Please, I don't want to die anymore. I don't know how much more I can take until it really happens.
Oh my, I haven't heard that one. But it was a pretty good one. I liked it, yes. But yeah, if you guys do like me listening to creepypastas, I will do more. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye!